South Carolina State kicked our butts. Every way, every fashion, out physical us, out through us, much more disciplined than us. And I feel we were overconfident and overlooked them as if they were just going to hand us the game. My hat's off to everybody involved with South Carolina State, especially secondary. They got a corner over there that I think should be recommended for the NFL. I'm pretty sure he is, but the boy can play. And he should get his shine on. But we tried our best, and we got our butts kicked. That's it. Let's do it.
Questions? Start here in the front.
Jean-Jacques Taylor, the undefeated. What did you sense during the week that made you think maybe you guys were overconfident?
I didn't sense to do it a week. I sensed to do it a game. During the game, because we was a little lackadaisical. We didn't have that fire. We had it in the locker room before the game because we turned up. But it was just something missing. And when you look in their eyes, you see something was missing. But I just gave them a good old-fashioned talking to, and I told them I'm proud of each and every one of them because they have accomplished some wonderful things. They accomplished things that hadn't been accomplished in quite some time. And there's no reason to hang your head down and don't hate on our opponent because they played their butts off. I told them to speak and lift their opponents up. And let's regroup. What happened today, I can fix that. And I'm gonna fix that. I'm already in the process of fixing that. And I know the problems. And I got the solutions.
We'll go here in the front and we'll get in the back.
Coach Prime, James Hill, BNC Sports. When you look at coming into J-State, getting your team back on the scene, back in the Celebration Bowl, and you just alluded to it, going forward, you have more things to offer. Just talk about going forward.
We've already started the process with the recruiting, with new facilities, with the plethora of things that we're going to do. We've already started that process. I know I live in the moment because I want to maximize it and dominate it, but my thought process is down the street. I'm already thinking about spring ball, spring match drills, how we get these kids quicker, stronger, and faster, more disciplined. I'm already thinking about that kind of stuff and implementing that kind of stuff. And I've called several coaches around the country to see what they do because I'm wise enough to glean from other men.
Far back.
This is Dr. Cavill inside the HBCU Sports Lab, Kenyatta Cavill. Coach Prime, talk a little bit more about the next steps in the process of becoming champions in terms of a bowl team. You've been through that process more. Can you give a little more insight of what steps need to be taken to get there in terms of the players?
Well,
Mindset.
I don't want to give it away.
That's fair.
We got to get better players at certain positions. We got to get better at certain positions. We got to get better at certain things that didn't work well today. Our defense has never played like they did today. I don't know how many points they gave up. I forgot the score. Once it got to a certain point, I stopped looking. But we never do that. We can fix that. We can fix that with just a personnel shift, a personnel move. And we've already started that process.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, my man.
Hey, Prime, Jared Bell, USA Today.
That's my man.
How you doing, my brother?
Way back.
I hear you. Hey, talk about your son, Shador, and how difficult of an experience this might have been for him, and how he gets back from this.
Well, Shador is even keel. He rock steady. So he never gets too high. He never gets too low. He's not like that. He just was upset at that the game plan didn't work. And what he saw, they had an answer to. And he's a smart kid. So when he's at the line, he's checking off to try to put us in a better situation, but we can't block it. So I got to make sure he's developed properly and he get all the resources that he has to be successful along with his teammates as well.
Coach Prime, Jay Graves Report. Hey, talk to us about, you've only been at Jackson State a little more than a calendar year.
I have been there a year.
And everyone...
I got there in January.
Mm-hmm. So, you came in with a vision that you believed in something. Talk to us about what it meant to you that the administration the AD, everybody got behind you and allowed you to do the things that you needed to do to get that vision to this point.
I'm blessed that Ashley and I are hand in hand, man. That's my brother. You know, we go to dinner probably once a week. We meet, pick up a phone and call. He answers on the first ring, and I do too. That's my man. Yeah, like HBCUs would be so much better if we were unified. We had that type of unity, and I told him I'm tired of HBCUs talking about the way it used to be. I'm about the way it's gonna be. And that's if I was in church, I'd have got an amen right now. But that's really what it is. And I got someone like-minded. And I think for the budget, I think for the school, example, spring, instead of getting hotels, it would have cost us $125,000 for the spring games that we played. I said, we're gonna discipline these kids. They're not gonna go out, they're not gonna get in the streets, and you saved that. But I need some new helmets. Okay, that's gonna be about 25, so you're still clearing. So that's the kind of relationship that we have, and I love it. I love it. I thrive on it. And he has a vision, and I have a vision. And combined, man, we could do some wonderful things, and we have done some wonderful things, and we're not done yet. We're not done yet. That's the best thing about it.
Coach, we got time for two more, and they both come from the back.
Good afternoon, Coach. A.D. Drew, Black College Sports Network. Coach Prime, what do you think it is about the MEAC style of play that's allowed the MEAC to win 5 of the 6 Celebration Bowls, and what does the SWAC team need to do to be able to finally overcome that hurdle in this game?
Well, I didn't watch before. I wasn't really in it and really involved mentally and emotionally and psychologically and physically, period. So I wasn't really aware of the run that they had. But I'm aware of that team played its butt off today and kicked our butts in every fashion. So hats off to them. I don't know what happened yesterday and why the MEAC is this or that, but I know we didn't play our best game, but we didn't play our best game because they played better.
Last one, Coach.
Coach Tolly Carr with HBCU Game Day. You got some players that are moving forward with NFL aspirations,
Yes.
Players like James Houston. How involved will you be with their process now that their playing career is over at Jackson State and they look to move
Well,
forward?
we've dealt with that issue already. I mean, I've been burning up the lines but getting in touch with some of these senior games to get our kids and several of our kids in these games. I'm just dumbfounded that we have a game. We have an HBCU game, right? And I haven't gotten a call about the team who won the SWAC. So I would like some of our players to play in our game. See, that's the bull junk I'm talking about. How in the world can you win the SWAC? But nobody called me to invite our players that can play, that can flat out play. We gotta get better. We gotta do better. I don't know if it's personal. I don't know what it is, but we gotta do better than that. Guys, let me tell you something, and ladies, this is a blessing. All the media here, all you here that covered this game, that covered this event, that were here this week or a few days, it's a blessing, man. Because the more attention these young men, as well as these coaches get, it helps HBCUs. And I truly believe that HBCUs is what's now. Not what was, but what's now. I'm tired of talking about yesterday. Let's talk about today. And if we could just unite and do our jobs and do what we're paid to do, it'd be a beautiful thing. And we could do better. Because I get sick of people talking about a kid as if we're not good enough. That's all of us. Like, we're not good enough for a kid that has 4 or 5 stars. That don't make no sense to me. We're more than good enough. We're more than good enough. And I thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. This has been a wonderful year, but I promise you, we're going to come back stronger and ready and prayerfully prepared. But South Carolina State, God bless them. They kicked our butts. They deserve it. God bless them. Thank you all.
Thanks, Coach.